So Steffen, can you tell me what it has meant for you to get the Glass Alliance Scholarship?
Well, I have had this idea of wanting to go bigger with my work for quite a while, and that requires assistance, which requires paying the assistants. So that was the purpose of applying for the scholarship, and now that I've received it, I've actually been able to start working on that. Today will be the third time that we work on larger size pieces, which is like a long time dream coming true, because you can't do it by yourself. Therefore, as far as the whole scholarship concept goes, I can only encourage any New Mexico glass artist to apply for the scholarship now that it's out for the second time around, because if you have a clear idea of where it would benefit you, it makes a lot of difference.
Smiling behind the mask.
After that, we put even more glass, and then we start working on outside glass.
So the slower I roll, the more I get. So it has to get hot enough to stick. So by turning slow, it allows it to stick.
These colors, but we're only going to use them on the upper half. So I rake them so that the lower half will be in an empty spot.
So now we're going to put that next line, that next bit right there along that ridge. So right in this direction right here. So my job this time is to work the moil over there, and if it moves, that's a good time to find out who's fault.
Yeah, maybe.
Doesn't seem like it wants to go. Let's go for the air hose. The funny part, at that thickness, it's really, I mean, we'd have to really be stupid to blow it up. I mean, really hard. Small.
Yeah, it looks like we're gonna continue with that line again. Watch right here.
Yeah. Are we all set? Yeah.
We going on to the marker?
Yeah. Okay, now come up. Over. What's that? Yeah. We're working really hard right now. We're getting that area to stretch. specifically one job, make them right, you know. So here we put some of the color on there. Now put a little jack line in here.
And what will that do?
This is where we'll separate it later. Oh yeah. And I'm all done, but it's too hot. So I'm letting it cool off. And then once it gets cold enough, I'll heat only the surface. And then when we stick it up, the surface will cool and this will be cold enough to carry that big heavy weight. So we're just sort of waiting on that back to get cold. So I want to be hot enough to stick, but I don't want to be too hot that I don't cool off. We'll make it better. And then turn. All tight. I'm alright. Over. Yep. Oil has dropped the temperature, which means I get to keep the piece warm, but what I don't get to do is really heat the top. Because if I do that, the back side gets too cold and we have a disagreement. That's good. This is my job. Our conferences is that we're having in between, I'm questioning him, and it's not that I think he's doing it wrong, but at this point, so many little things happen. By questioning him, he goes down his checklist. You know what I mean? Because the action on this is rather quick. You know, he's got these 6 things that are happening to him. Over. So between the two of us, we watch out for each other and make sure that we get just the right amount of temperature in the right spots. It's even, so if I miss judgment, I got him to back me up and vice versa. This is where the two-person really helps out because that's a big piece to keep your eye on. You know what I mean? It really is. And a lot of times, 3 people will do that piece.
Yeah.
You know?
Basically, you enter the team world, right?
Yeah.
You can't do it by yourself anymore. And you have to communicate and you have to dance around each other. And if you do it right, it's a lot of fun.
And I can tell him to do something and he'll be like, no, I'm not doing that. But it doesn't matter because whatever I say, his checklist starts to go in his head. And so, and that's the whole idea of speaking to each other. It's like, no, got that, yes, no, he's wrong there. I can't see his end, but I know what to say to him to get him to start reading it better. You know what I mean? And it's not like he doesn't know, but with the heat and everything, it's hard to remember everything. Because you want the piece to be nice, and you forget that it's not just about beauty, because that's what we're after, but the checklist to make sure that the beauty survives.
Yep.
You know.
The pieces that we have been able to do in the first 2 times of working on larger size work actually are going to go into the Arts Thrive, the Albuquerque Museum fundraiser that I also had some work in last year, and this time it's going to be bigger. For me, you know, being a member of the New Mexico Glass Alliance and being able to apply for the scholarship and getting it was just a great experience, and I really want to thank the Glass Alliance for making me the first person to receive that scholarship, and encourage any other artists in New Mexico to apply for it because it does make a difference.